This video is going to be all about creating the cartridges that are going to go into this deck. So we can see down here we've got 75 cards. I'm going to create cartridges, in air quotes, hopefully you can see my air quotes, that I will be able to put into the 75 cards and the deck will just work. So what I'm going to try and do first is humans. So I'm going to create the cartridge for humans and I'm going to see how it plays out, I guess. I do want to switch out Diabolic Intent. Sacrificing a creature I think is very specific. So that's the one thing I'm going to change. I'm going to change it to Diabolic Tutor. Because that one's much cheaper as well. Diabolic Tutor. There we go. There we go. Much easier. It costs 4 mana, but it gets me anything. I'm definitely more happy with that as opposed to sacrificing a creature. Alright, so let's create the human package, shall we? I have a few cards here, so we'll drop these in and we'll see how it looks. So, Adeline. This sideboard is just humans, okay? So just don't ignore this text here, okay? It's actually going to be added to the deck. So, Adeline. Great. Attacking, Bash and Remembrance. Pretty good for all the ETBs I'm going to get. Champion of Lambholtz. Very good. Champion of the Parish. Dire Tactics. Yeah, I'm okay with adding another removal card if it's like sort of human themed. Disciple of Bolus. Yeah. General Kudro of Draneth. Humans. Other humans you control get 1/1. Whenever it or another human enters the battlefield under your control, exile target card from an opponent's graveyard. And I can sack 2 humans, destroy target creature with power 4 or greater. That's not bad. General Enforcer. Legendary humans you control have indestructible. That's great because I actually do have quite a few humans here. Legendary humans. Catilda. Human creatures you control have tap, add 1 mana of any color. Keeper of the Accord gets me more humans. Kogla is probably a 50-50, okay? Kogla is only here because of its final ability there, so I can pay 2, return target human you control to its owner's hand, it gains indestructible. I will probably remove this. I don't think it's as good as I think it's going to be, so let me just get rid of it now. Kogla, done. Kylas, a Guardian Emissary. Whenever another human enters the battlefield under your control, put a 1/1 counter on it. And then other humans you control get 1/1 for each counter. Lavinia just restricts opponent's mana, which is great. Maya, Bredegar Protector. Other creatures you control get 1/1. Whenever a land enters the battlefield, create a human. Mass Appeal, draw a card for each human. Queen Marquesa, it's just good. Queen Marquesa is very good. Samet gives everything haste. Guardian Zealot, yep. Thalia's Lieutenant, yep. Thalia, Garden of Thraben, yep. Okay. I am pretty happy with this. It does spike into the white and the black a lot though. Yeah, it does spike into the white and the black, but it looks like it's okay. Like, I do have a lot of white cards, but that's sort of like... Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, it's not counting the sideboard. Uh-oh. Okay, if I were to put these cards into the deck, it would really change this whole color pie here. So I do need more red human cards. This is what I love doing. I love just going to the top... Like, what's the top 10 best human cards that this other person thinks? Already got Thalia, already got him. Rick costs, like, too much money. Snapcaster Mage, okay. I'm not doing instant sorceries. Look, I can be convinced to use Jurina. When it enters the battlefield, create a 1/1 white human soldier creature token for each time you've cast a commander from the command zone this game. Other humans you control get 2/0. I can be convinced. Look, I'll give it a go. It also adds red to the color pie, which I sort of need. When it or another non-token human you control dies, you lose a life and create a 1/1 white human creature token. Target human you control gains a lifelink. Beginning of your end step, if you have exactly 13 life, you can pay 6. If you do, transform him into Ormondal. Bottom ability is never going to trigger, but I think for like the 2 top abilities might be pretty good. Yeah, because when you cast him, he brings a friend, creates another human, then he can also give all other humans targeted lifelink. So yeah, I'll add Jaren. Yeah, why not? Okay, training. Whenever you cast a creature spell, create a 1/1 green and white human creature soldier... What? Whenever you cast a creature spell, create a 1/1 green and white human soldier creature token with training. Training is whenever this creature attacks with another creature with greater power, it gets a 1/1 counter. I don't know. It's 50-50 on torrents, honestly. Casting creature spells, I feel like, is something this deck will do. I'm going to be casting a lot of humans. Sometimes this is what I like doing. I just like going to Gatherer, just going to Advanced and typing in... hold on. The types need to be human. Sorry, subtype is human. Add, and let's go, colors is black. Let's look for some black human creatures. Oh, okay, yep. I don't know what I'm doing. Anna Fenza, the foremost, yep. Alright, let's save and continue editing. How many do we have now? I know we got a lot of white cards, but humans are normally white in Magic. Yeah, white, black, green. There's a lot of white. Why am I not using this? What am I doing? Sagada Heron's Grace. What? That's just good for humans. Sagada? No, you, right? Yeah. Host of Heron's Grace. Harsh Mentor. I like Harsh Mentor. It's really fun. It also just depends on who you're playing against as well. But having just that tiny little effect that Harsh Mentor gives is just so funny. Whenever an opponent activates an ability of an artifact, creature, or land on the battlefield, if it isn't a mana ability, that player takes 2 damage. It is so funny to watch them like reconsider their plan because they don't want to take 2 damage. It's so good. I think this is a pretty decent package, honestly. A lot of humans, a lot of human interaction. All of them come in, they do something regarding with humans. I am happy with this. I need one more card, but I'm definitely happy with this. Should I add Kavik the Merciless? I mean, it's a human. It'd be really funny. Look, okay, I'm adding Kavik. That's really funny. Kavik the Merciless. That's really funny. Whenever you play a spell, you take... It deals damage to target creature or player equal to the spell's CMC. I feel like, holy cow, that's actually like a decent split of like enchantments, instants, creatures, sorceries. Yeah. Look, I am definitely happy with this. It's sort of like legendary humans, sort of. Yeah, it's a lot of white, but it should be okay. Let's see what it looks like if I add these cards into the main deck. I expect the white part of the chart to be like shot up. That's a lot. Look, okay, hear me out. Hear me out. I feel like it's okay. Even if this white chart is like 26 and everything else is sort of like around the 11 to 20 stage. Being at 26 for white, I feel like is okay. Because if I'm playing the package, then when I'm searching for like my lands, I can specifically try and look for the ones that also create white. Like Godless Shrine would create white and black. So it's sort of like tick off 2 of these boxes. I feel like it's okay. And I'm more than willing to give it a go. I think this color pie works. And if it doesn't, look, I see a lot of double white cards, a few double greens, double blues, which is fine. I think that's fine. I can make it work. I'm not trying to make the deck like 100% competitive, of course. I just want to try and see if it works. Alrighty, so that's one down. That is the humans package. I want to take a look at elementals as well. I feel like elementals could be pretty fun. Elementals and ETBs is what I want to think of. And when I was working through this deck, of course, I sort of had the go wide mindset. So like each human sort of creates another human or gets bigger itself when I play more humans. With the elementals, we're going to do ETBs. Okay, well that's not a lot of cards I was able to find. How many is that? 9. Okay, let's see what it looks like. Alright, we've got Ancient Green Warden. This is for the Elementals package, by the way. I want it to all be about sort of ETBs and sort of lands, I guess. I guess that's sort of where it's gone. These are all Elementals. They all sort of have ETBs. Zendikar's Royal is triggers when land enters. Something I do want to try and do differently for this package is not just having all creatures, because I know I went up to 30 creatures with the humans. I want to try and do a little bit more of enchantments or maybe artifacts for this one. Okay. I guess just having... Uh-oh. I guess just having elementals means that I'm going to be sort of spiking into the green part of the color pie a lot. Yeah, there's a lot of green going on here. Are there any other elementals that aren't green? Let's take a look. It's a lot of green, man. Like, okay, Cavalier of Flame is a no. Like, there's no... Okay, I thought it was a cool idea because when it dies, it deals X damage to each opponent and each planeswalker they control, where X is the number of land cards in my graveyard. I figure I'm probably going to be churning through lands somehow, but 3 red is just too much. I can't do that. Conjurer's Closet. Beginning of your end step, you may exile target creature you control, then return it to the battlefield under your control, so just flicker a creature. Elemental Bond. Whenever a creature with power 3 or greater enters the battlefield under your control, draw a card. I believe... Alright, never mind. None of those are 3 or higher, but the elementals are all big. They're all super big creatures, so they will trigger quite a few times. Plus, it'll trigger twice because I'm trying to get the triggers to go off twice. Like, lands trigger twice, flickering, stuff like that. Ghostly Flicker. So to flicker 2 creatures, I will flicker 2 creatures, draw 2 cards. It's going to be great. Lotus Cobra, get a land. Get a mana for every land. Maelstrom Wanderer. It's an elemental with 2 cascade triggers, plus it gives everything else haste, which is pretty friggin' neat. Maelstrom Wanderer is the most expensive card in the deck, mana-wise, so it can grab literally anything in the deck, I believe. Mirage Mirror, just a really neat card. It becomes basically anything for 2 mana, so it's really good. Muldrotha, cast anything from my graveyard once per turn. Muldrifter, elemental, draw 2 cards, fantastic. Omnath, yeah, good. Locus of the Royal, Omnath, good. Path of Discovery, whenever a creature ETBs, it explores. Retreat to Hagra, Risen Reef, Royal Elemental. Thicket Crasher gives other elementals trample, so not too bad. Voice of Resurgence is honestly, I feel like, very underrated. Whenever an opponent casts a spell during your turn, or when Voice of Resurgence dies, create a green or white elemental creature token with its power and toughness are each equal to the number of creatures you control. I feel like that's very good. Yarok to double the ETB triggers, Yashan to go get me a basic forest and a basic plains, and just the extra effect, and then Zendikar's Royal for lands. Also, we do need to remember that even though these cards cost like 5, 6, 7, 9, oh sorry, 8, the cards in the main sort of like Game Boy of the deck do reduce the cost of these cards. So we do have quite a few artifacts here that just reduce the cost. Urza's Incubator reduces, Vanquish's Banner reduces. Plus, if I play Morphorn, everything is Wooburg-less to cast as well. So, and even though they do look like they cost a lot, we have ways to reduce them, so it's not as bad as I may think it is. Is Coiling Oracle an elemental? I don't think it is. But we'll take a look anyway. I don't think it is, but we'll see. It's got a good ability regardless, so it could probably go in. Okay. We need to talk about this. I kind of went on a little bit of a tangent, I guess. I've added quite a few cards that are not necessarily elementals, but they are, or they do work well with ETBs. Maelstrom Nexus can probably go. I thought it was like a neat card, but I think it doesn't really work with the rest of the deck. Muldrotha is a 50-50. It just has a cool ability, that's why it's still there. Peregrine Drake, untap up to 5 lands when it ETBs, very good. ETBs bring back 2 creatures. Royal Elemental, I feel like costs too much. Soul Herder, Stonehawk Dignitary, not bad. Thicket Crusher, yep. Voice of Resurgence, yep. Yarok, yes. Yashan, Zendikar's Royal, okay. Okay, we get rid of Thicket Crusher. Just giving everything else trample isn't that interesting to me. Alright, I gotta get 2 more cards. Coiling Oracle, goodbye. Ephemerate, goodbye. Alrighty, that is the 25 cards. It definitely does spike into the green a lot, but I think that's okay. 25 cards, I think this is pretty decent. Lots of ETBs, lots of doubling triggers, lots of flickering. I feel like I'm happy with this package. It could definitely be a little bit better, but I'm definitely happy with what I've got here. I think I just need more land payoffs, but I can definitely work on this later. So let's see what it looks like with all of this in the main deck. Okay, we are at 100 cards, fantastic. And the curve is definitely spiked to the green, as I said. Okay, that's a lot of green, admittedly. But if we're thinking about it, I'm okay with this. And I know I probably shouldn't be, but I'm okay with this because there are so many ETBs. These cards that I've added do care about lands entering. So they do get benefits from lands entering into the battlefields. I feel like it's worth it. Untapping lands, getting creatures back for free. Lots of flickering stuff. Look, I'm happy. I'm happy with that deck. I'm happy with the addition of that cartridge. Plus, the benefit of doing it this way is if I'm not happy with the cartridge, I can just take it out. I just have to change 25 cards, not the entire deck. So thank you so much for watching. In this video, we created an Elementals cartridge and a Humans cartridge. Both of those deck lists will be on the screen at the moment. Thank you for watching. Make sure you subscribe to see more Magic the Gathering related content. I'll definitely be creating more cartridges in the future, trying to just get this deck to work as best as I possibly can. So thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next episode. Peace. Hands. Unload stone blocks, please. Thank you. Yes, they're going to be unloaded in 2 minutes. Probably need to head over to the other side now. Okay.